Hello, and welcome, listeners, to my 10th podcast. Now, most of the time when you listen to a podcast, it's usually someone raving on about how they dislike something or someone. But today, I'll be going on about something that lots of people like: chocolate. So, what is it? Who makes it? Who eats it? When can we eat it? Where does it come from? Why do we eat it? How is it made? And if we didn't have it, just think of all the stuff that would be different. Then, there's a few other points I'd like to make about chocolate. So, first off, what is chocolate? Well, I think everybody knows what this is, so done. No, chocolate is a sweet treat that you can have anytime you like, specifically Christmas. It comes in three main kinds: dark, milk, and white. Me, I prefer white because it is least strong of a flavor. When you eat lots of chocolate, your mouth tends to get sore, and white doesn't do that to me, but that's just me. What else is chocolate? It's moldable chocolate because you can melt it down and change it, say, in something like a bunny rabbit to a kitty cat. That is just what chocolate is to me. What's it to you? Next, who eats chocolate? Well, I sure do. I eat it in my house. I even eat it outside of some places that I'm not supposed to, like at the doctor's. I remember this one time I was at my doctor and I was a kid, and I asked my mom if I could bring this Kit Kat in with me. And she said no, but I snuck it in anyways with me. And I remember her going in to see the doctor, and when she went in, I ate the chocolate. Then, on the other hand, there's people who absolutely hate it because it's just something they were chocolate. Well, it was my grandma, and the last time I saw her, there were chocolate brownies sitting there that she would not touch. But the weird part about that, she grew up in the Depression. So you think something sweet would be like, ooh, yummy, 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 because they never get that. But no, that's just between her and her past. For now, some people like me eat it, and others, like my grandma, don't. Another question is, when do we eat it? I usually eat it at some kind of holiday like Christmas or Easter, because that's when you get it. I don't have to pay for it. So it's free chocolate. I mean, it's free, and we all like free stuff, especially when we can eat it. Now, I suppose you could eat anything, but that's not the point. Anyhow, holidays are not the only times you can eat chocolate. You can also eat it whenever you have a craving for something sweet. Like for me, I've done an instance, like I've had a craving for it. For that situation, I feel like it's a reward after something I've done nice, and bet others would agree, like exercise. Don't you just feel good? Like after you've exercised, you get to eat chocolate. So there's just multiple times you can eat chocolate, like at holidays or after an intense workout. Another question to pose about chocolate is, where does it come from? Well, it comes from the grocery store or chocolate stores. And how does it get there? It gets there like this. It starts in Africa with the harvesting of the cocoa bean. From there, the bean gets processed down into cocoa and sold to chocolate manufacturing companies who mix it in with other things to make chocolate. Some manufacturers are big factories that buy ingredients in bulk to make lots of chocolates. other factories can be anywhere from here to there. In fact, there's factories here in Canada. So yeah, we make some great chocolate here in Canada. I don't know what kind, but good kinds of chocolate. Also, you can make chocolate at home because all you have to do is go out to the store and get the ingredients, then come back and mix everything together and then do some other steps and bam, you've got homemade chocolate. So, as you can tell, chocolate comes from stores, your local supermarket, or your own house. For my next point, why do we eat it? Plain and simple. It's a sweet treat that tastes good and makes us feel better about ourselves. Or we eat it because we have a craving that we had for several days. First reason, there are two main situations. One, that you're fat and you just keep eating it because it tastes good, or you're depressed and it helps you get through. The other big reason why we eat chocolate is because we had a craving for several days and it's just there. And it's just right there and you can eat it. Just the other day, it was a few days ago before Easter, and I was craving chocolate like I wanted it now. But then Easter came and I found some and I ate it. So that satisfied my craving for chocolate. Then that there is a couple of the reasons why we eat chocolate. Next, how is it made? Things like that, well, there are thousands of recipes out there that will tell you how to make it, but I think it just sounds good to mix a bunch of ingredients in a big bowl and then heat or cool or do whatever you need to go. But the bigger question is, how is each ingredient acquired? For example, cocoa is acquired in Africa through child labor or slavery. On the child labor part, children are taken from their families and forced to work out in the hot sun under very bad conditions, while slavery is the same, except, well, no, it isn't. It's the same thing. No. Then, there is how to eat it. Some people, like my brother, chew it up real fast, so there's nothing to savor. Other people, like me, eat it slowly and savor the flavor to make it last. So, how is a big question considered when eating chocolate. The last one of the points I'd like to make about chocolate is everyone had it. I just think if everyone had it, there would be a lot less bad things going on because it's just peace. You can eat. In the Middle East, wherever conflict is going on, just think if they had chocolate, they would be like, ooh, yeah, we got chocolate, no problem, this tastes so good. Yeah. And when young kids are having a fit, all you have to do is say, here you go, little guy, eat this piece of chocolate. And they'll be all like, ooh, yeah, because they got something they enjoy eating. And, don't you feel better when you've eaten chocolate? When you get something you enjoy, you feel better when you get something that you enjoy. So if we all had chocolate, we would all be much happier. From all those points there, you can tell chocolate is a very good thing to have in your life because it tastes good, which in turn makes us feel happy. And chocolate is good. That's all I got for you today. Goodbye.